the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Smith throwing again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield now. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
from the lineman to the guy running with it. That was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Geno. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On second and very short, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Bucs at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 2nd time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back to Walker on 1st down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Tryon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have recovered. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, a 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, Mayfield again.
This one taken in by Otten.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
56 yards.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.